We are all aware of the announcement from PlayStation. If you're not, then long story short, from 2028, PlayStation will no longer be making physical media. So the wonderful joy of opening up a case and taking out a physical disc and putting it into your machine will not be happening with PlayStation from 2028. Obviously, we don't like this. We are not happy about this. Am I personally surprised about this? No. I mean, if you look at other forms of media, this is not a new trend. Things kind of going directly digital. I mean, look at CDs. Even though CDs still exist, nobody really buys CDs anymore. Everybody just streams their songs on streaming platforms. The same with movies. Cinemas are struggling because people can just download the movie or stream it from streaming services. So to me, I feel like this does feel slightly different. I think it's firstly to do with like the money aspect, as in I am paying you decent amount of my hard-earned cash for this game, right? That makes it mine. You made it. That's great. My thank you to you is to give you my money so then I can have a copy of it. This copy, it's mine. I've given you my money. You've given me the game. It's mine. But going fully digital, they still have the power. They still technically own it. It's still not technically yours. I don't like that. You've taken my money. And this very much feels akin to the whole Kindle, I was going to say scandal, but basically it's the whole, with your Kindle e-reader, you don't technically own the books you purchase on it. Amazon still own the book. They can still take away the book from you, even though you've paid for it. It's giving that same energy. It's giving that same vibe. I don't like it. It's very much giving like, imagine if a publisher was like, we're not going to print books anymore. We're just, all books, we're not printing them anymore. They are going to go straight onto e-readers. We're not doing it anymore. We're not printing books anymore. Like, what do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? There are many a video out of amazing people talking about this with in-depth thoughts and feelings and opinions, and you should definitely go check them out. I will not be analysing, deep diving into this. Instead, I'm going to slightly rebel, and I'm going to pull my PlayStation 4 out of retirement, and we're gonna go secondhand game shopping to buy PlayStation 4 games, and then we're gonna play those games. But before we do that, I want to show you some games that I will be exchanging for new games. So first up, we have Force Awakens Star Wars Lego, purely because I have the Skywalker Saga Lego on Nintendo Switch, so I don't really feel like I need this. If I'm going to play it, I'm going to play it on my Nintendo Switch because I have the whole Skywalker Saga. So this will be exchanging/returned. We then also have Yooka-Laylee. This was made by the same people that made Banjo-Kazooie. I played about an hour of this game, and it's cute, but it didn't. I just remember it not really hitting the vibes I wanted it to hit. Do you know what I mean? So we will be returning this. And then we've got this one. I still have the CEX stickers on it, and inside I've got the original receipt. So that just goes to show I just did not care about this game. This is J-Star's Victory VS Plus. I don't know. I have no recollection of playing this game, but it's like a Mortal Kombat style-esque fighting game, but I have no intention to play it. So it's going. So we are going to be going to CEX, exchanging these for some games. Now, I do have some games in mind. Game number 1, Shadow of the Colossus. I've just heard incredible things. It's been on my radar for years, and for some reason, this is now the tipping point for me to want to go try and get it. I don't know what else to say. Next, Elden Ring. Look, I'm scared, but I'm also like, you only live once, do you know what I mean? So, yeah, those are the two main ones I've got in my head. Oh, and Little Big Planet 3. Now, I used to have Little Big Planet 3 on PlayStation 4, but I gave it away to a friend. because I thought I'd never play my PlayStation again. And I now really regret that decision. And I'm not about to ask for it back because that's not how I roll. So I'm just going to go get it again. So those are the 3 games that I have on my list, but who knows what we will see? Who knows what wonders I'll come across? And then we'll come back and we're going to get my rusty, dusty PlayStation 4 out of retirement and boot her up, give her a little gander, and probably play some games. Because I do have other PlayStation 4 games that I'm keeping that I will show you. So maybe this is also going to be like a PlayStation 4 games collection, question mark? Stay tuned. That's probably is what's going to happen as well. But I'm feeling feelings, and apparently how I decide to express those feelings is to just go spend money. So let's go do that. We're back. Semi-successful trip. Semi-successful. I'm just going to show you. We got 2 out of 3. I think 2 out of 3 is pretty good. And also the fact that I restrained myself from getting an unnecessary 3rd one. I think I do deserve a round of applause for that, because I could have very easily done like a substitute 3rd game, which in this economy, you know, only get what you need. These were a need, okay? These were a must. So, first things first. Little Big Planet 3 for £12. And yes, did I get the PlayStation Hits version? Yes, I did. It's not the most prettiest compared to the other ones, but I don't know why. I think it's because my friend gave me Little Big Planet 1. It's up there, and it's the PlayStation Hits version. It just felt right to get the PlayStation Hits version. Do you know what I mean? So £12, a bargain. Opedy, and it has a little... I love this when it comes with the like controller guide. SingStar. Wow. Yeah, there's the beautiful disc. That was great. I essentially got 2 games for the price of 1 in this, with how then the 3 games that I brought back equated to. And then game number 2 that I successfully got. Shadow of the Colossus. Beautiful, for £15. Yes. And again, that's the receipt. Guide talking about PlayStation Plus in the back. Boo, boo. But then we have the disc. So 2 successful purchases, I would say. Again, because I brought some games back, I essentially got 2 games for the price of 1. I think I paid like £11. But now, before we set up the PS4 zone, I'm going to show you the other games that I have. The games that I did not abandon. First, we have Atlia Sophie, The Alchemist of the Mysterious Book. Admittedly, this nearly went with the others. However, I remember really enjoying the game as I was playing it. I haven't completed it, but I do remember crafting in some pretty decent hours into this game. And okay, this might sound a little silly, a little goofy, but there is a bit of a backstory with this game. There is an anime called New Game, and when I watched it, I just loved it. I was a little bit obsessed with it, and it got me craving a JRPG, but specifically in that kind of style that this anime was showing. The plot of New Game is you're following an all-girl gaming production company, and this new hire, they're creating a new game, and I wanted a game that gave me the vibes that the game they were creating in the anime was giving. Do you know what I mean? And I for some reason decided to fall upon this. I also liked the fact that it was a PlayStation exclusive. I don't know why that tickled some sort of something in my brain, but it says only on PlayStation. Whether or not that's true, I don't know. I also liked the fact that this was in English as well as Japanese, because admittedly at the time I was still watching dubbed only anime. Please don't judge. Dub's great, okay? You can come at me as much as you like. I don't know, I picked this up and it just felt wrong to get rid of it, so I kept it. So it's staying. Next, we've got a classic. We've got a classic. Crash Bandicoot. This is the Insane Trilogy, so obviously games 1, 2, and 3. This was just a childhood staple of mine. I grew up playing Crash Bandicoot with my brother on the PlayStation 1 and 2. I just didn't have it in me to get rid, so I haven't. It's staying. Haven't played Crash Bandicoot 4 though, so that might be something I should probably maybe... And the receipt's in here! Get out of here. I paid £22 for this game, and I bought this in 2018. Wow. That was a reality check I did not need. Okay. I would have been... Wait, what month did I buy it? I bought this on the 22nd of May in 2018. So yeah, I would have had my birthday. So I would have been 19 years old when I got this. I hadn't even met my partner yet. I met him that year. Wow. Crazy. Crazy. Moving on. Horizon Zero Dawn. I know this is a great game. I've played about an hour's worth of it. Very, very, very long time ago. Beautiful. We love a disc. Obviously, it's the whole point of this video. Yeah, I know this is a very beloved game. I know this is a very good game. Obviously, it has a sequel, even has a Lego version of it, which I just think is crazy. But again, this was a game I picked up, and even though I haven't played it in quite some time, I looked at it and I was like, I actually don't have the heart to get rid of you. I feel like I need to give you another go. I need to give you another chance, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. And then the final game, which is actually the game that I think is currently inside my PlayStation, that is Skyrim. I don't think I need to explain why I have this game, why it's so great, why everybody loves it. Winner of over 200 Game of the Year awards. This is apparently the special edition, includes critically acclaimed game with all new features like remastered art and effects, volumetric God rays, dynamic depth of field, and more. Includes the add-ons Dawnguard, Hearthfire, and Dragonborn. Wow. I don't have the receipt in this one, so I don't know how much I paid for it. But this would have been the same year that I got this, so I know I got this in 2018. And again, this is a game that I plan to play very soon, maybe even today, who knows. So this is my cute little PlayStation 4 collection. I love it. Is it going to grow? Honestly, probably at some point, but for now, what we now need to do is we need to set my baby back up. Now, I originally was going to set her up in my room, but part of me is debating on setting her up in the living room downstairs. And let me tell you why. I have fond memories of playing my big console games in the living room, in the lounge. My brother was the one that played in his bedroom, but my consoles were always in the lounge. They were always in the living room, and I feel like that would be the right thing to do. Funnily enough, in the living room is my Xbox 360. Bless, yeah. That's going to be that needs to be a whole other video when I reboot that baby back up. But that's not today. That's not today. Today we're doing the PlayStation. And do I plug her in the living room, or do I stick to the bedroom? No, I think I'm going to do the living room. We're in the living room. Another reason is because you can obviously watch DVDs on a PlayStation 4, and the majority of my DVD collection is in the living room next to the TV. So I feel like it just makes sense for me to bring the PlayStation down here. But now what I need to do is make room and set it up, I guess. So that's what I'm gonna go do. Okay. Dust really just appears out of nowhere. I don't understand where it all comes from. My poor abandoned Xbox 360 is literally right here, and I hope it doesn't get jealous of the fact that I'm now bringing in the PlayStation. But I just realised, do I have a spare HDMI cable? I think I do. I think there's one back there. First things first, that's a HDMI. Wow. Okay, how do I want to do this? Because I've got the Skybox under here as well. Can the Sky... I don't really want to... I guess it could just go there. Could it? Is that too annoying? Can I wiggle the... Hang on. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. This could work, right? We just push the TV back a little bit. Bam. Okay. That's that. Now we need to do this. And then that goes into this, right? Plural. I've got two controllers. Not that I ever needed to, but I have got to. Like I said, I think Skyrim is in here already. I'm so scared. What if I turn it on and it doesn't turn on and I've just done all this for nothing? Now that I'm thinking about it, I really should have checked that this was still working before getting new games. We're here now. Okay. I'm hearing noise. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Please excuse the dusty mustiness, but please, 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 please. Oh, yes. Oh my goodness gracious. This is hilarious. Yep, Skyrim's in it. That was when Ben was living with me during COVID. That was when I had Little Big Planet before. Oh my gosh. It's all here. It's happening. It's happened. We did it. That music. Okay. Okay, I can't remember if I connected this to my internet. I'm assuming I did, otherwise it wouldn't be doing this. It wouldn't be updating. But while that's happening, I guess now what I'm going to do is probably make myself a cup of tea. It is kind of lunchtime, so I should probably have something to eat, and then I'm gonna game. If you have an old console that's sitting there collecting dust, do yourself a favour and get her out, dust her off. I'm sure you still probably got some old games lying around as well. Give them a go, give them a try, you know. We are progressing in a world where the physicality of things is slowly dying, and I think we need to do everything we can to make sure it doesn't completely die. As humans, we need touch. We need things like, you know, we need physicality. I just think it's important to try and keep it alive for as long as possible. So here, I guess this is kind of like a mini love letter to physical media.